Okay, we can sit up. Ball will go to the side. We're done with the ball for now. We're going to go into 90-90 with our left leg as our lead leg. And we're going to be working on some trail leg hip internal rotation, tying in what we just worked on. So left leg is in front. You can probably slide up just a tiny bit. Good. So from here, use both hands to support you upright. You're just going to get comfortable in this position, sitting as tall as you can. If you're able to sit without using any support of your hands, you're welcome to reach your hands out in front of you. But either way, give me 3 deep breaths. Inhale through your nose, hard exhale, and sit even taller. 2 more. One more breath. Good. So stay upright to start. We're going to be working on our trail leg, which in this case is our right leg. So we're working on more internal rotation similar to what we just did from the side lying position. Throughout this setup or this base position, if you need to set a block underneath your left hip, that is fine. Raise you up a little bit. You also may need to lean forward and add a tiny bit of a hip hinge with your chest leading over that lead leg. From here, we're going to try to do this staying really upright. So start to drive your right foot into the ground. Make that right foot really heavy. Drive that right knee down into the ground as well. So you're going to start to feel some tension through that right side of your hip. Now from here, keep the knee down and slowly internally rotate that hip and try to get your foot off the ground, doing your best to stay upright. Hold that for another 3, 2, 1, slowly lower. If you struggle to get any rotation, you can lean forward just a tiny bit. Start out by driving that knee into the ground, push, drive your foot into the ground as well. For another 3, 2, 1, slowly internally rotate that hip, lift the foot up, hold it. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly lower. We're going to do one more round here. We're going to add a little element to our final rep here. So drive the knee, shin, and foot into the ground. Push for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Internally rotate that trail hip. Foot comes off the ground. Hold that. Now you're going to keep your left hand down to the side. You're going to reach back with your right hand and try to grab onto your foot and lift it up into your new end range. This is your passive end range. You're using support to get a little bit more range of motion. Add a deep breath here. And then you're going to think of creating tension through that trail leg. Think of trying to lift your foot off of your hand. It's really not going to move. And then slowly release your leg. So you have to hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't let it drop. Grab onto it. Lift it back up into your new end range. Hold. Add a deep breath there. Again, sitting as tall as you can, or at least long through your spine. Create tension through your trail leg. Try to lift that foot off of your hand. Let go. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2. Grab onto your foot and ankle. Last time, lift it up. Hold in your end range. Add a breath. Create tension through that leg. Try to lift up off your hand. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly lower all the way. Good. So let's reposition a little bit so your chest is really facing that front leg, sitting tall up over that left leg. So from here, you're going to walk your hands forward over that left leg just a little bit. So you add a slight hinge from your lower back and your hips. So regardless of your setup there, still make sure you're reaching long through your spine. Give me a breath there. Let's see if you can walk your hands out a little bit further. While we're here, also think of pulling your left hip back or tailbone up towards the ceiling. You're going to feel a little bit deeper stretch there. So you're going to start to create a little bit of tension through that left leg. Think of staying strong through your spine, and now release your hands off the ground and try to maintain that position. Hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands can come back down. Walk your hands out a little bit further. See if we can find a little bit more end range there. Start to drive that left leg down. A little bit of tension here. It doesn't have to be too much. Create tension through your upper body as well. You'll slowly lift your hands up off the ground. Hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly lower the hands. We're going to do that one more time. If you have a little bit more range of motion, maybe walk forward. Think of still pulling your left hip back. Drive that left leg down into the ground. Create tension through your upper body. Hands release off the ground. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it and try to pull your upper body back all the way upright. Good. Hands will come down. We're going to set up for a single arm swimmer here. So we're going to walk our hands forward just a little bit again. So find out a comfortable position where you're going to keep your left hand down into the ground. Now from here, right hand's going to come behind your head. We're going to go through 3 full swimmers. I'll walk you through your first rep. Make sure your spine does not rotate at all. You're going to pull your elbow back, hand pulls away. You're going to hinge from that elbow, straighten the arm out. Internally rotate, start to pass through that T formation that we talked about earlier. Reach back into extension. Then slowly park on your lower back. And then reverse. Elbow comes back, hand comes back, hinge. Rotate up and around, back into that Y formation, slowly park behind your head. If that was pretty easy for you, you're welcome to sit a little bit more upright now. We have 2 more reps to go. Elbow comes back, hand comes back, hinge, rotate, pass through, reach behind you into extension, park on your lower back, and reverse, and doing your best to maintain your posture throughout the whole movement. 1 more rep on your own, go ahead. And reverse once more. Nice work there. So we're going to sit upright. We're going to work on your transition to your right side. Make sure that left leg is driven down. You're going to raise your right knee up. You can reach behind you with your right hand for a little bit of support and slowly transition around. You'll notice you need to use your hands. Luke sat a little bit more upright with his hands off the ground. That's fine as well. So we're setting up 90-90 with your right leg as your lead leg. From here, sit really tall. Get comfortable in this position. Sitting as tall as you can. 3 deep breaths. Each exhale, reach to the crown of your head. 2 more. And 1 more here. So we're going to work on internal rotation of your trail leg, your left leg. Stay upright and start to drive that left knee, shin, and foot into the ground. Push down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping tension through the knee. Try to internally rotate and lift that foot up off the ground. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Sit upright. Drive your left knee down, shin and foot. Make it really heavy. Again, you'll feel tension through that left hip. Keep the knee down. Internally rotate your hip. Get that foot up off the ground. A little bit higher if you can. Chest is up tall. For another 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. This would be your last rep, and then we grab onto your ankle or foot. Before we get there, drive your knee, shin, and foot down into the ground. Push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Internally rotate that hip. Lift up the foot. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't let it drop. Reach back with your left hand. Grab onto your ankle. Pull it up into your passive end range of internal rotation. Stay upright for a deep breath. We then create tension through your left leg. Try to lift up off of your hand. Let go. Try to keep it there for 5, 4, 3, 2. Grab onto that ankle. Lift it back up. You'll notice Luke has a very heavy left leg as he let go. Create tension through that leg. Try to lift up off your hand. Let go. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab onto your leg. Last time here. Sit upright. Add a deep breath at your end range. Create tension through that trail leg. Try to lift up off your hand. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly lower. Good. From here, reposition your chest so you're facing over that right leg. And then you'll add a little bit of a hinge, so walk your hands forward a little bit. Hold there. Check back in. Make sure you're reaching long through your spine. You're also pulling that right hip back behind you or tilting your tailbone up. You'll feel a deeper stretch. From here, just add another breath. You can walk your hands out a little bit further if you have it. We're going to then stay there. Think of driving that right leg down a little bit, creating tension through your whole lead hip. Create tension through your trunk and lift your hands up off the ground. Hold it. Maintain that position for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands come down. If you have a little bit more range of motion, maybe walk forward a little bit further. If not, that's okay too. Create tension through that lead leg. Drive that right foot down, knee and side of your thigh. Keep pushing. Create tension through your trunk. Lift your hands up. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come back down. This will be our last round here. Drive that right leg down. Push. Create tension through your trunk. Release your hands off the ground. Hold it. 4, 3, 2. Stay there. Pull your upper body back upright. Nice work. So we're going to set up for our single arm swimmers on the left side. You're going to hinge forward just a little bit. We're going to keep that right arm down for support. Left hand will be positioned behind your head. So again, doing your best to reach long through your spine, no movement throughout the rest of your body. We're going to pull the left elbow back, hand pulls back, hinge from the elbow, straighten the arm out. Internally rotate, pass through that T formation, reach back into extension, and then slowly reach that hand back up your lower back, and reverse, elbow back, hand, rotate out and around, passing through the T formation, Y formation, hinge, and park behind your head. 2 more reps to go. Elbow back, hand pulls away, hinge, rotate, pass through that T formation, reach back into extension, slowly park on the lower back, and reverse it. Nice work, both of you here. And let's get 1 more rep, everyone at home as well. Last rep. Slowly parking on the lower back, pausing for a second, and reverse. Last time. Not your last shoulder swimmer for the class, though. Nice. Good. We can, actually, before that, we got to transition to the left side. So keep that right leg down, raise your left knee up, and slowly just transition back. All the way, finishing through, so your left leg is your lead leg. We're going to do 1 more ISO-MP back and forth. Let's try to keep both hands off the ground now if you can. Make tight fists, raise that right knee up, slowly transition, passing through your bear sit position, chest is up really tall, finishing through so that your right leg is your lead leg. Pause for a second and reverse once more. Nice work, guys. You can come out of that position.